you are going to have a QR code. That means that everywhere where we are, you can check if it is valid. And this could help, for example, the Inspection Générale des Mines and you guys, because we've seen that there was also a lot of copies that wasn't true, especially in the rear of DRC. Today, you can do that through the system that we have put. And also, those certificates are made with the central bank. So it is inviolable. It's a very good one. It is not something that paper before, but this time it's with the central bank help. My vision for 2530, as I said, the digitalization of the mining cadastral is full into motions. We are going to do the digitalization already, and we are going to go full on it. We are going to use the drones and all those new technology, because as you know, there is a lot of problems with artisanal mining, to see the situation, and also when we have to give one to another one, there's always border problems with one older to another older. There's a lot of problems. Of course, we are going to use also the artificial intelligence today, AI. But what is going to be very, you will be able to see, it's from 25 to 30, is the implementation of the e-government system. That means now, if you are in Canada, everywhere you can apply directly from there, not to come to Kinshasa office. We will be able to do that online. This is our visions for 2530. And also, we have also going to work with the other department for the new scale cartography, because there is a lot of problem with cartography that we have. So we are working with Service Géologique National du Congo, Institut Géographique, to have a new map that is more accurate than the old one that we are using. Local cadastral, we are going to open off, we are already open offices almost all area where there is a lot of mining activities. And like the minister said, it's very important for my staff, my people, to be always trained. So this is also a goal that the vision that we have from 2530. Thank you very much.
Merci. Thank you very much. Excellency, do you have maybe a final word before concluding this portion?
I won't be very long, and thank you very much, DG, for this very informative presentation. You know, I think it was 3 years ago, if I remember well, I was called by the US ambassador in the DRC, Lucy. She left a couple of weeks ago. And she said to me, I was chairman of the Chamber of Mines at that time. And she called me, she said, I have a congressman from Pennsylvania, from the US, who is here in town. Can you please join us for lunch? He's interested in critical minerals. I said, that's fine, Ambassador. I showed up. We had a good lunch. And I evangelized them. I preached the good news of DRC, critical minerals, the endowment of the DRC, success stories of Havano Mines, of Barrick, of Glencore, of Seamork, and etc. And I kept preaching him, and I said to him, he's more than welcome to come to the DRC as well, and you know, be part of what we're doing. He politely said to me at the end of the lunch, he said, sir, you are perhaps a good preacher, but evidence of facts are different. DRC has poor governance, there's no institutional capacity, there's rampant corruption, and all kind of things. And so, thanks, but no thanks, that's not for me. That's not for the US. I said to him, sir, I will respect your views. All I want to say to you is this. the decision to invest in DRC is a binary decision. You do your homework, and then you decide whether it's for you or it's not for you. And it's not for you as you wish. We'll respect your views, but take it from me. In future, you're going to account to the cost of lost opportunity, and it's going to be of biblical proportion. You can take it from me. Lucy was listening. She got a bit nervous. Fast forward, last week I returned from Washington, D.C. Sat with Trump administration in the Joint Steering Committee after the signing of the agreement in December last year to put forward a number of mining assets and projects for US business to invest in DRC. Completely different change of tone. I think Trump administration understood exactly what I was trying to tell the congressman 3 years ago. So I'm standing here to tell you, don't make the mistake of that congressman. Please understand what the world is today. Geopolitics have got very turbulent in the world. Volatile, uncertain, complex and ambiguous. That's the world we're living in today. But what is left in this turbulent world? Your interest. And which partner you're going to choose to do the journey to meet your interest. DRC offers grade, DRC offers scale. It is the place we have governance, security of tenure, rule of law, certainty of law, transparency, traceability, and some more structural reforms like special economic zones with special customs and taxes and others, incentives, one-stop shop and others to make sure that you can bring capital and technology, deploy that and execute your business plan for you to succeed. So I'm inviting you investors, prospective investors, to only do one thing. Put aside all the wrong perceptions about the DRC for a second and do your homework. Like in any other jurisdictions you'll go to invest. And homework means this, in simple terms. Firstly, understand what the regulatory framework means in the DRC. Because the law protects your investments, protects your asset, gives you fiscal stability and others. But also understand how our administration works, because they aren't giving you all the permits you need. Thirdly, make sure you come up with a business plan, an economic model which is robust enough to absorb all the costs and leave you with a margin, because you're coming to make money, let's face it. And we want you to make money. We want you to succeed, because if you succeed, some of this money will trickle down to our treasury. So we're batting on the same team, you and I. And lastly, perhaps the most important one, make sure you got on board a strong and competent local team. The ones who understand the complexity of the business environment and who understand that the name of the game is delivery. And if you tick all these boxes, trust me, returns are phenomenal in the DRC, far beyond your wildest dreams. Testimony to that, again, is the companies I've just named, like Ivanhoe Mines. They just commissioned the largest ever direct-to-blister flash smelter. Almost $1 billion investment, just 2 months ago. The likes of Glencore, who are now bringing new partners, fresh capital in the DRC. CMOC, who was about to invest $1 billion to ramp up the production for 700,000 tons per annum to 1 million tons per annum. All these companies put together have brought in DRC close to $45 billion US, and they keep pouring in more money. This is what the DRC is today. So I invite you to do this homework and invest. Most of us today, we are here in Cape Town. I think it's finishing up tomorrow, the mining in Indaba. And from Thursday, Friday, many of us will go back home. And many of us, when we board the plane, taking us back home, some of us will hear a very familiar sentence from the captain. Keep your seatbelt fastened, because we're about to enter a turbulent zone. Sounds very familiar to many of us in this room. Well, you know, when the captain says that, he's right. It's not lying. It's going to get bumpy. It might get actually seriously bumpy. But the plane will not crash. That's the good news. It will not crash for two reasons. Because the plane has robust engines, and these robust engines are the robustness of your business model I mentioned now. And the plane has good pilots in the cockpit. And these people in the cockpit, they care as much as you care about your life. They care about their lives as well. They're competent. If you are pressurized cabin, they know that they can rise above the turbulence zone or they can go around it. And this pilot are your local team on board I mentioned earlier on. So the ride can get as bumpy as it gets. You're going to reach destination. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Excellency, for these very poignant remarks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will proceed with a panel which will have many of the major companies currently working in the DRC mining sector. As we are rushing for time, I would like to invite all our panelists to join me rather quickly as I mention their names. First on my list will be the President of the Chamber of Mines, Mr. Kasongo Bin Nassar, who will come forward and take his seat. He will be joined by Mrs. Marie-Chantal Kanyinda, President of Glencore at DRC. There will also be the participation of Mr. Charles Chibanda, General Manager, Business Development of Vinmark Group. We will also have Mr. Olivier Biningo, Vice President Executive of Ivanoe. We will also have Mr. Cyril Mutombo, General Manager of Barrick DRC. Can we please celebrate them as they come forward and take their seats? Thank you. We will also have Mr. Davron Vakabov, CEO of ERG Africa. And finally, Mr. Alpha Monga, Financial Director of Cominière. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. Please take a seat. You are welcome from this pulpit. It's really up to you. We're still waiting for some of our panelists to join us. Dear panelists, we have a pointer here for anyone who has to give a presentation. Also, we would like to mention that after this breakfast, there is another session for Mali, I believe, and we are rather behind in terms of time. We are exactly 25 minutes behind. So I would like to just ask you if you could somewhat shorten your presentations and allow us to be able to finish on time for this breakfast session. With no further delay, I'd like to invite Mr. Bin Nassar to the pulpit for his presentation.
Excellences, Messieurs les ministres, distingués invités, après avoir suivi Son Excellence, Monsieur le ministre des Mines, je me disais, mais est-ce que j'ai encore quelque chose à dire? Je pense que beaucoup de choses ont été dites et surtout cet appel pressant pour venir investir en République démocratique du Congo. Et en tant que président de la Chambre de mines, je voudrais surtout appuyer en donnant essentiellement les éléments qui prouvent effectivement que le secteur minier de la République démocratique du Congo aujourd'hui, en ce temps, est très dynamique et davantage plus développée. Il m'a été demandé de faire un mot d'introduction pour ce panel. Je voudrais rappeler le rôle crucial que joue l'industrie minière congolaise dans l'économie nationale, ainsi qu'au niveau, en ce moment particulier, de transition énergétique. Excellences, Monsieur le Ministre, au niveau national, en 2020 et en 2024, le secteur minier s'est affirmé comme le véritable moteur, mieux encore, l'accélérateur de l'économie congolaise, représentant plus de 95% des exportations et près de 50% des recettes publiques. Les revenus miniers ont connu une croissance spectaculaire, passant d'environ 2,5 milliards en 2020 à plus de 7 milliards en 2022, à dire entre 6 et 7 milliards en 2023 et 2024. Pour l'année 2025, certaines analyses maintiennent le même niveau de revenus qu'en 2024 du fait de l'interdiction d'exportation du cobalt, mesure prise en février 2025, élevée en octobre, sans qu'aucune exportation n'ait été effectuée jusqu'à la fin de l'année. Ainsi, sur l'ensemble de cette période, le secteur minier a généré un cumul estimé à près de 33 milliards de dollars américains, confirmant son rôle stratégique dans la consolidation des finances publiques et dans le renforcement de la position internationale de la République démocratique du Congo. Cette contribution du secteur minier à l'économie congolaise s'est traduite encore mieux dans la formation du produit intérieur brut. En 2024 et 2025, le secteur minier a confirmé son rôle de moteur principal du PIB de la RDC avec une contribution estimée à environ 25%. Cette dépendance expose toutefois la RDC au choc externe. Pour renforcer la résilience économique, il est crucial de diversifier les sources des revenus et améliorer la gouvernance des recettes minières. Quelques points clés méritent d'être évoqués, notamment en ce qui concerne la production. Le cuivre est devenu, la RDC est devenue le deuxième producteur mondial en 2024 et 2025 grâce au projet Kamoa-Kakula et Tenke-Fungurume. Le cobalt. La RDC est le premier producteur mondial représentant plus de 70% de l'offre globale. L'or. La production plus modeste, autour de 28 à 31 tonnes, mais importante pour les recettes fiscales. La République démocratique du Congo a repris la production du zinc et en 2025, il y a eu plus de 200 000 tonnes de zinc qui ont été produites. Évidemment, il y a le lithium. Ce minerai est en train de devenir un nouvel atout pour la RDC, aux côtés du cuivre et du cobalt, dans la dynamique mondiale de la transition énergétique. L'année 2025 a été également marquée par la fin de la première génération des cahiers des charges, qui constituent, avec la dotation de 0,3% du chiffre d'affaires, les deux piliers légaux de la responsabilité sociétale des entreprises minières. Car en fait, l'exploitation minière doit assurer l'amélioration et le développement socio-économique de la communauté qui est impactée. Plus de 360 millions de dollars américains ont été mobilisés par 93 sociétés minières industrielles dans le cadre des cahiers des charges pour la réalisation de projets de développement économique et social. En même temps, plus de 250 projets ont été réalisés grâce aux fonds mobilisés par les entreprises minières dans le cadre de la dotation des 0,3% du chiffre d'affaires. il est évident que ces efforts visant à impacter positivement les communautés affectées par l'exploitation minière vont se poursuivre de manière significative en 2026. Afin de soutenir ces initiatives, la Chambre des mines est actuellement en discussion avec le projet CAFI, qui offre de possibilités de financement de projets sociaux et environnementaux avec davantage d'impact et de visibilité. Je ne parlerai pas des opportunités. Son Excellence, Monsieur le Ministre, l'a largement dit. Mais avant de conclure, je souhaite souligner un aspect essentiel dans l'investissement du secteur minier. Il s'agit du climat des affaires. Il serait inexact de dire que tout va très bien. Des défis subsistent en matière de fiscalité, de multiplicité des intervenants publics, d'énergie, d'infrastructures dans certaines régions ou encore de demandes sociales. Mais je tiens à reconnaître que le gouvernement de la République démocratique du Congo fait des efforts conjugués à la détermination des opérateurs privés. Les dialogues que nous entretenons sont la voie pour pouvoir, n'est-ce pas, régler ce problème du climat des affaires. Mais pour nous, miniers, membres de mines, nous croyons encore et encore au dialogue. Et nous espérons qu'au cours de l'année 2026, ce dialogue va se poursuivre à travers le cadre de concertation qui a été mis en place par le ministère de Mines et la Chambre des mines pour que nos discussions, pour que nos problèmes soient discutés dans le cadre du secteur. Je vous remercie.
Thank you so much to the President of the Mining Chamber in DRC. He will take back his seat in the room as we will be welcoming two more panelists to this floor. We have the participation of Mr. John Woto, Deputy General Manager of TFM. Can we please welcome him? He's already there. Hold on. We also need Mr. King Kalume, Manager Stakeholder of MMG. I believe that's everyone for this panel. So as he comes forward, for the sake of time, I would like us to continue with our panel. I would like now to invite Mrs. Marie-Chantal Kaninda for the Glencore video. Please, ma'am. Maybe further. Thank you.
Bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour tout le monde. Voilà. Je vais parler en français peut-être pour changer un petit peu. Alors avant de présenter la vidéo de Glencore en RDC, je voudrais peut-être donner juste trois petites informations sur les progrès que Glencore a fait en 2020, depuis l'année passée que l'on s'est vu ici. Alors, on a un nouvel investissement général et que le cuivre ou le cobalt produit en RDC est souvent de seconde zone. Et moi, je vous dis ici qu'on peut produire du cuivre et du cobalt en RDC de manière tout à fait responsable. Voilà un peu le message que je voulais passer ce matin et je vous invite à suivre notre vidéo. Je vous remercie.
Since 2007, Glencore has been established in the Democratic Republic of Congo with two major operations, KCC and MUMI, an investment of over $8 billion located in Kolwezi, at the heart of the country's southern region. As a producer of copper and cobalt, our mission is clear: to become a globally respected mining company through responsible mining practices. Glencore continues to invest in major projects such as the new high GAC plant at KCC, dedicated to processing high calcium ore. Over $33 million have been invested in this new plant. This project promises more jobs, increased production, new technologies, and an extended life for the mine. We have also been developing a new tailings storage facility at Mumi since 2022 with a total capacity of 39 million tons, which will enable the Mumi Oxide project by increasing the capacity for tailings storage. This investment will exceed $100 million and has already created more than 500 direct and indirect jobs. Furthermore, we are building a new maternity unit at our hospital site in Komodo, offering larger and better equipped facilities to ensure the well-being of our employees and their dependents. These projects create numerous local jobs and promote leadership. Our ongoing efforts and investments in the development of advanced technologies and our teams demonstrate our determination to maintain responsible production of copper and cobalt. It is this approach that has earned us the prestigious Copper Mark certification, awarded under a high level of requirements based on 33 stringent criteria. We have also achieved certification this year as compliant with the Responsible Mineral Assurance Process, REMAP, under the Initiative for Responsible Mining Assurance. Through our community investment programs, we support health, education, agriculture, infrastructure, and the environment in the surrounding communities. Our allocations amount to nearly $53 million dedicated to improving living conditions for our communities.
Thank you, Glencore, for this presentation. We will now welcome to the pulpit Mr. Charles Chibanda for the Vinmart Group presentation.
Excellences, Messieurs et Madame les ministres, distingués invités, bonjour. Bonjour. Avant de faire un mot de 2 minutes, j'aimerais commencer par présenter le travers de ce visuel qu'on va nous projeter. J'aimerais que la technique nous aide à projeter le visuel du groupe Vinmart.
In a land where ambition meets possibility, a bold vision has steadily converted challenges into opportunities for nearly 3 decades. Today, that vision drives impact, quietly building, diversifying, and delivering value across the heartlands of Africa. This is Vinmart Group. Our journey begins underneath the Earth's terrain. With Somika and Kimin, we responsibly mine and process copper and cobalt. At the Somika Lupoto site, we are developing a sulfide treatment facility for future requirements, as well as a new production facility at the Kimpe site. MMR extracts tin, tantalum, tungsten, gold, and rare earth. In 2026, MMR will expand plant capacities to produce tin metal to alloys and high-grade tantalum, while continuing to explore concessions in Ethiopia, Zambia, Namibia, Tanzania, and DRC. Between these companies, we supply critical minerals and rare earth, helping to power the world's energy future. From raw materials to essential products, our manufacturing companies transform resources into value. MES leads with engineering recycling solutions various within its industrial complex. Each manufacturing unit within MES is working on their own expansion plans to increase production capacities and to further diversify the variety of goods and services on offer. on offer. Sotrafer strengthens construction and industry with steel TMT bars and gases, and in 2026 will also produce value-added products, including angles and channels. Powering various and manufacturing units, S4E provides solar and hybrid energy advertising through their creative